Check. 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 Yep.
What are you doing?
No, I need you to introduce me out, bro.
No.
Starting left guard.
Starting left guard, we got fucking number 15.
That's my dance out. If you were here, I would have a handshake, but
Too bad.
Oh,
Kid Cam.
yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah, I was about to say you forgot the name, but it's cool.
Kid
No
Cam.
name on the back. We're fucking old school in it today.
Hey, that works. I don't have a jersey on.
What is up, YouTube? I decided to come in here because I'm ready for the motherfucking draft. I'm ready for at least a G League. I'm making second cuts for sure.
No.
I'm ready for the draft, even though the NBA draft, it passed me, but I'm still training. I'm preparing. I got my crossover.
Did they
looking
pass
like
you?
AI? Looking like AI out here, I'm ready.
You're too long.
Too long for the NBA? Have you seen Kevin Durant?
No, I'm talking about you come down court and you try to do a crossover and just like, boop, just poke it out. It's that easy.
Bro, I'm quick with it. My left hand dribble, come on, bro. I got that jump shot.
You are better with your left than the right.
That is true. But, I've been working. I can touch rim. I think that's the requirements for the NBA. At least be able to touch rim.
How tall are you?
Why?
You better be
I'm
able to
6'2" and a half.
You better be able to touch rim. You should be
6'2".
dunking.
Yeah,
Why can you not dunk?
But see, the thing is, I would have been able to if my knee. I actually would have made the pros if my knee.
Your bum ass knee.
If things just went right. It wasn't my fault. Life got in the way. You know what I mean? Like I would have been, NBA star. But knee.
You were pretty good. Can't lie.
I'm one of those.
You were.
I'm one of
good.
those. Yeah.
You're about to take an L after this.
No, bro. I'm coming out there.
Taking an L.
So, should I even do the welcome back home?
You should do some sort of intro.
Yeah.
Come on, what you gonna do?
Fuck it. Welcome back, all you No, don't do that, right?
No.
Welcome
have to
back,
have
all
a good intro.
Yeah, I know. I gotta come up with a new one, but until then, welcome back, all you homers. I am one half of your host here, C Mizzle, and sitting directly to the right of me is my main man, Surge. Power Surge. And when we put our minds and hearts together, we formed the awesome podcast. We'll name this podcast later. And, welcome to episode 35.
Heck yeah.
Butchered that, but we're rolling. We're right into it. We're steamrolling it.
It's all good.
Yeah, today's NBA Day.
Yes.
If you didn't realize it. NBA Day, we're talking all basketball today.
Yes, get it.
So
I'm about that.
if you couldn't tell by the title, and if you don't fuck with NBA, I get it. Go check out last week's.
Yeah, we got something else last week. Talk
we got
about
a lot.
tattoos.
Yeah, so let us know what you like. If you don't like us talking about NBA, say, hey, yo, shut the fuck up about the sports.
We don't care about NBA.
Yeah, do something else.
But we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
So where you want to start?
Oh, you know where I want to start. This ridiculous contract that Anthony Davis signed an extension with the LA Lakers for 4 years.
5 years. AD.
It's 5. Well, because it starts after next season.
AD's got 5 years.
AD got 5. Oh, Paul George got 4 after.
Yeah.
But it's still 5 years with him, too.
What do you mean?
Because his doesn't kick in until after next year.
Why?
After this season, that 4 years kicks in. I guess his contract wasn't up yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So his technically 5 years, too. But
so why did they negotiate a contract right now?
No clue, but
That
we'll
makes
get into
no
that.
sense.
Yeah, we'll get into that after
That makes
Anthony
no
Davis.
sense.
Anthony Davis signed for
5 years, 190 mil.
5 years, 190 mil, and 5 years. And LeBron only signed for 2 years.
85 mil.
Wow, 85 mil 2 years. So
Yeah.
if we do the math on that, that's 42 and a half a year.
Mm-hmm.
And Anthony Davis, what's 5 divided by
190? Yeah, good job at that. I don't know. I would be able to do that in my head.
Yeah.
I
think somewhere around 30 though. It's somewhere around 30 something, because like 35.
38.
38. I was close. So $38 million a year. So LeBron's definitely taking a W on that. I think that Lakers also picked up some role players, right?
Yeah. They got. Okay, let's get it. We'll start from. I guess the least interesting of them out of all. Rid of JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard. So now we have DeMar.
Wait, did you just say we?
Yeah. We.
Got
the Lakers, baby.
Oh
LeBron's about to win his 5th ring.
Bro.
You know he is. You know he's about to win the 5th. We'll get into that in a second.
I know you can continue. I didn't know you were a Lakers fan. I thought you
I'm
were a
LeBron
fan.
Yeah.
But
so if it takes the Lakers,
some would say that's a bandwagon though. But like
How
you just jumped the
bandwagon?
train
No,
because wherever LeBron goes, you.
But
go.
I've said that from the beginning. So does that make me a bandwagon? It's not like I was a Heat fan or I was a Cleveland fan. From the beginning, I've always ever said I'm a LeBron fan.
But were you? But you just said you're a Lakers fan now because
no,
of
I'm
LeBron.
not necessarily a Lakers fan. But the Lakers have to do good in order for LeBron to win. So yes, I will root for the Lakers.
Okay. You just saying. You
understand now?
I was just saying like with we.
Right.
You know.
Right. When I talk about the Mavericks, I say we too because I like the Mavericks.
Teams you got?
The Mavericks is my team. That's the team that I would like. If they win, that's the only other team I would want to win other than...
Who's higher, LeBron or Mavericks?
Well, I want LeBron to win the most. I want him to win every year. But if he were to not win, the only other team I would be like rooting for would be the Mavericks. Like, say the Lakers get knocked out by the Mavericks first round. That's lit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be like, oh, shit! I'd be like, hell yeah! Let's go, Luka!
Well, I'll let you finish with the Lakers. But Mavs definitely need to get Luka some help. Porzingis is a pussy-ass bitch.
I said that from the beginning.
Yeah.
I didn't call him a pussy-ass bitch. I said he was nice if he could stay healthy. But every year that he's been in the NBA, each year he's played less and less games.
Yeah. And it seems like minor injuries that a lot of other players play through.
Even when we got him the first year, but he's 7 foot.
Yeah, on the Knicks, he did the same shit, though. It's
because he gets hurt.
But I don't know if it's him.
You know how hard it is to recover from injuries at being 7 foot?
Yeah, I know, but I don't know. Like, Luka was limping in game 4, and he still played the rest of the game.
That's because Luka's a dog.
I know, but maybe he needs to be more of a dog. Have you seen that Coastal Carolina coach?
No.
So I don't need my players to be cats. Meow meow. I need to be a dog. Woof.
No,
like super southern accent. I'll stop.
That's funny.
Distracting you.
No, you're good. All right. So back to the Lakers real quick. So they got Marc Gasol, which is nice.
He's washed up, right? He's
but here's the thing. Here's the thing. He averaged a double last year. So all we need him to do is get rebounds and
be a role player. Play his role. Don't try to
because
be a star.
AD can play the 5. When we need bigger people to be down low, to play against like Giannis and shit like that, because he's gonna have to match up with Giannis if we're gonna win that game. Yeah. You know what I mean? So then, well, not really. The Lakers are fucking good this year.
Giannis, I'm sorry, but Luka is better than Giannis, and Giannis. I don't see what it is.
He got 2 MVPs and loses in the playoffs every year.
He has no jump shot.
Dude, he really does not have a jump shot.
He's just athletic. I don't think he knows how to play basketball yet.
I don't know.
And athleticism's going to run out, buddy.
Yeah, it will eventually.
Luka's slow as fuck, but he always scores.
He's getting faster, though.
Yeah.
He's definitely getting faster. Yeah. But anyway, Cameron, distracting me again. We got Marc Gasol. We have... damn it. Wesley Matthews. So that's nice. And then we got I'm going blank right now. This runner-up 6th man of the year, Dennis Schroeder. And we got Montrezl Harrell, who was the 6th man of the year.
So a bunch of role players to replace role players that y'all had.
But the role players got better.
Yeah.
Because we got... then the Lakers would have lost Rajon Rondo. They lost Dwight Howard. They lost JaVale McGee. And then who else did they lose? I can't remember who else they lose. But those are like the key ones. Because we kept... I'm pretty sure Avery Bradley came back. Or ACP or one of them. I can't remember. One of them left, but the other one came back.
As far as LeBron... It seems like in 2021, the only thing LeBron is going to be losing is another inch on his hairline in the respect of Looney Tune fans from around the world. But as far as games, LeBron is going to win his 5th, and Jordan fans are going to lose that trump card for sure.
I mean, he is more than likely going to win a 5th ring because the team did get better.
And his hairline's pushing back at least 3 inches.
Who cares about his hair? Who cares? Look at your hair. Look at how raunchy your hair looks.
Yeah, but at least I have it.
Yeah, but your hair ugly.
Yeah, I know, man.
Look,
I've said last
look at
podcast.
your ears, like the way it comes around your ears. And
No,
stuff,
no shit.
like,
I said it, but look, basketball players don't wear hats or beanies. So if it's rugged,
I feel like some of them do. I feel like a lot of them wear hats.
Not during the game.
Well,
like I'm game ready.
Obviously not.
I'm game ready. I just came out for warm-ups. I just got a good sweat in, layup lines. I was sitting there touching rim, slapping the backboard, all that shit.
On the lowered goal.
Yeah, bro. Fucking 6 foot. It doesn't matter, man.
You're
like
6'2". It's on 6 foot.
Fisher Price, man. I just bought one.
I feel that. I get it. It's as far high as it goes, 6 foot.
Yeah. No, LeBron's definitely gonna win his 5th. I don't see anybody in the West competing with them, and I don't even see the East getting better. Washington's in the West too, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so because we'll move to our next topic. Westbrook gets traded to the Wizards, and the Wizards get
John
Wall.
Yeah.
And he's coming back from injury, so who knows how he's going to look.
He looked pretty good.
He looked pretty, yeah, but...
Because they had pre-games, like, for the first day of preseason.
Yeah,
Guess who beat the Clippers?
Who?
The Lakers, of
Of
course.
course.
And guess who didn't play?
Paul George?
No, he played.
Oh, Kawhi?
No, he played.
No, who then?
LeBron and AD, they didn't play.
Oh.
And the Clippers still lost.
Yeah, but it's preseason.
But they lost. Yeah, but the Clippers had...
like the Drew League is more competitive than preseason.
Okay, but tell me this right now. If you're Kawhi Leonard and the person that's guarding you is, Harrell, who was a 6 man of the year.
Got me self-conscious about my hair.
You know what I'm saying? Your hair's ugly, bro. It looks ugly. I'm sorry.
Well, no, it is. I know.
I'm just roasting you because you always talk about LeBron's hairline. So
yeah, no. I
you're
said
like
last
in
podcast,
the middle of like a preppy and a mixed, like messed up, messy.
Yeah, no. I said last podcast I look like a hobo and that needs to change. This. I was gonna go with another look for today, but I realized it didn't fit the pod. Like NBA Day, I gotta come out showing like I'm an NBA
Texas,
prospect.
Baby.
Yeah, Team Texas. You know
Let's
what it is. But shout out Emmanuel Mudiay. He was on our team. But I was gonna do another look, but I'm getting my hair cut this Friday. I'm gonna come back fresh as fuck.
It's gonna be short.
Yeah, for sure fade.
Super
bro.
short.
Yeah, fade.
Why?
Because
let it grow out.
Yeah, I want to get braids.
Yeah.
She put the fucking beads in my hair, made me look for it, but it fell out in a day, so my hair's just not built for that. And everybody says that I need to, give up on the braids, man.
Bro, my hair's super soft. You should give up on the braids though.
Yeah. What? I mean, I feel like I could pull them off if I wanted to look like Riff Raff, but that's not really the direction I'm going in right now.
You shouldn't. Why does your beard hair, like, one side grows longer than the other?
Bro, that also needs to be addressed. Like, I need to go in there, put the shaving cream on, and shave it off. I've been so lazy.
No, let that grow, man. Let it grow.
I wanted to see it. I wanted to get
your mustache.
I wanted that level. Mustache, bro, that shit's going over the lip. All right? That might just stay. I might just have to go with the Dirty Sanchez for a while.
Just shave everything but the stash.
Usually, the soul patch got to go. That bitch is like... Okay, that screams flasher. All right, it looks like I got a raincoat just chilling in the back, in a white van. But we'll tell. That's a different story.
A few little like pubish looking hairs on the sides.
I know, bro. It's bad, bro. Do you see this like right here? What the fuck is this, man?
That's the pube looking.
It look like the dude from the Goonies with one tooth. I mean, come on. It's gonna get addressed. I'll come back next. I know I said that last week, but
we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, actually, we will see because there's.
That's funny.
But no, John Wall we haven't seen him in 2 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 years. So he's on the decline.
But he looked good. Like I said in the preseason games, him and DeMarcus Cousins.
Everybody's saying that that's huge for Houston getting him, right? But John Wall coming out of college was expected to be this huge franchise player,
Bro,
and I don't think he
with the Wizards.
Was he though?
He didn't have that much help around him. I don't think. I mean, Bradley Beal, right?
Now Bradley Beal just came in, right? Not too long ago.
Yeah, not too long ago.
But Bradley Beal hates John Wall, right? Yeah, they didn't get along at all.
It didn't seem like they did. No.
Yeah, it's much like the Kawhi Paul George situation.
I don't know if they don't like each other. It's just it was other people on the team They fell apart. There was no
There's no synergy.
Harrell, you know what I mean? Montrezl Harrell, there was issues with him. in the locker room and stuff like that.
Clippers are just all over the place.
It was because he was just like, before Paul George and Kawhi went, the Clippers were all about, like, they're playing hard every night, blah, 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 this, you know, like, every day they're going out there and playing practice, games, everything, and then they both come and they start time management and all that good stuff, so.
Yeah, you can't switch your...
They didn't like that, so, like, that caused issues in the locker room, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, also, did you hear the story about, like, Paul George and Kawhi got to take off practices whenever they wanted?
That's what I'm saying.
And yeah, you heard about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fucking ridiculous. They're like, hey, coach, by the way, Tuesday, Wednesday?
Not feeling it.
Not feeling it.
I'm sore.
Not my day.
Yeah. Then I don't want to pull my hamstring again.
They're like, oh, okay, guys. Like, at least, like, you know, hit the weight room, get a couple reps. And he's like, nah, not feeling that either.
I'm going to get a massage, go home and ice bath, and then get in the hot tub.
Was it cryotherapy? I might hit that up. Cryotherapy? I might hit that up.
Yeah, that's nice.
But if I don't, that's still my choice, coach.
You should do that, though. That's fire. But why would you really want to do it if you didn't work out or anything?
I don't know, man. Maybe they just love the cold. What do you think it's possible to get... Because, you know, there's like cryotherapy, they have big rooms like a sauna that you can walk. It's not just like the little pods.
Yep.
You get your dick sucked in there.
Why would you want to do that?
Just to say you did it, right?
That's dumb.
There's no way that girl's tongue is not getting stuck to your pole like Dumb and Dumber.
I don't know what would happen there in that situation.
But Westbrook goes over there. I don't see them being a contender at all.
No, they might make it to the playoffs.
What do you think's wrong with Westbrook and why he can't make a team work?
Because he's like wanting to play one-on-one basketball and just doing everything himself.
That's true. But I felt like on Houston he was doing a good job.
He did great.
Yeah.
He did great. I don't know why that didn't really work out. I think that was a little more
You know
James
why
Harden.
it didn't work. Yeah, I was about to say, you know exactly why.
Yeah, I think that was a little more James Harden because he wanted the ball in his hands like he had been used to having it in his hands.
What I don't understand is like these NBA All-Stars, James Harden, we're going to get to him in a second.
Mm-hmm.
But these NBA All-Stars will bitch out the media when it's ex-NBA players like Shaq or Charles, right? And they're giving them game like, yo, you got to, you know.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, I was in the same boat. I got on a team with Kobe, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I got on a team with Kobe, and I had to make it work. I don't win them without Kobe. Kobe doesn't win them without me.
Yeah.
But we both had to play our roles on the team.
Exactly.
And then they're just like, and they're just like, man, fuck you, old ass. You might have been the most dominant player ever to play NBA, but I don't need to listen to you. So, like, I just don't get why, like, everybody has said this shit about James Harden for how many years? Ever since he left OKC.
Yeah.
And it's like, he hasn't learned.
Kobe even said that he told James Harden, he's like, you can't win playing like that. You can't win a championship playing like that. Also,
stop cherry picking and play some fucking D. His D did get better, but it's nowhere near where it should be. And
I get so angry when I hear sports analysis. They were talking about James Harden. They're like, he's a two-way player. He can hit the three. He can go in and fucking dribble. He can make free throws, and he can play defense. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, he never plays defense.
He does two of those three things.
He does everything on offense. Well, he's a baller at free throws. Actually, you know, I think he's like a career like 30-something% shooter from the three.
He's that player that does the reach around.
Yeah.
All day long.
Defense he doesn't do, but I'm talking about 3-point shooting. I think he's like 38% career.
He's a monster.
That's
not
that good though. Career it's not. 38%.
But that's just because he shoots
so many.
Yeah, exactly. But nobody can deny that he's an amazing offensive player. Like he's probably one of the best scorers ever. For sure. But you got to be all around to win the championship. Like you got people like LeBron who is doing everything, blocking Iguodala off the backboard. Dude. And if you're not doing shit like that, you're not gonna get it. And it's like, how bad do you want it, James?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously not that bad because you're not willing to sacrifice for your team. Yeah. I feel like he's a very me player.
He is.
I
think he is too.
Fuck it, we'll get into James right now. Whenever your team loses in the bubble and you don't even fly back with them, you go straight to Vegas and hit up a jerk chicken spot, we got problems.
Yeah, no, that's not good.
Yeah.
It's not good to fucking just give up is what it seems like on a team. Like, I don't like that. Like, don't just give up. Like, I understand you you not wanting to be there anymore, but you got to be professional about it. It's still a job.
Yeah, he's handling it horribly, and especially to a city who has given him nothing but praise in all of them. And besides that, Houston is bending over backwards on their knees pleading for him to come back, which I don't fuck with at all. Like,
are they though?
Yeah, because they really want him to stay, and then
But
they got rid of.
how are they doing
They
that,
got rid of Westbrook. I'm guessing because
I know, but
James
how are
Harden
they
liked
like?
him.
What do you mean like?
They offered
Westbrook wanted out too.
Yeah,
he didn't want to be there. He asked for a trade too.
Yeah, but I'm guessing that they were okay because they didn't have to let either one of them go.
I know.
They could have just played the season, but like, no, fuck you, both y'all are staying. Deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm guessing they instead of trading Harden off rip, they were like, let's get rid of Westbrook to see if that makes Harden like more
want to stay.
Yeah, and then
I get that.
Yeah, but for sure Harden's getting traded.
Literally, James Harden and Russell Westbrook both agree. They all agreed on the coach that they got this year because they got a new head coach as well. They agreed the next day. They both asked for trades. The fuck?
You think that's because they just don't fuck with the new coach?
No, they both agreed to the coach. But if y'all, why just be like, hey, we're gonna actually request a trade. If this is who y'all wants to be y'all's coach, that's great. But like we want out. That's different. But they waited and then they wanted out.
I feel like this league is such a players' league that, and I like it, like let the players, run.
But there still has to be professionalism.
Yeah, what I mean by that is back in the day, like Shaq's era, Jordan's era, if they wanted out, the GMs were like, ha!
Yeah, they wouldn't, like Scottie Pippen.
And players can't play bad because if they play bad, like because they don't care, no other team's gonna want them. So they have to go out and play good. So it's like we're gonna keep you here because you have to play good if you want to get on. If you want to keep making money in this league.
Yeah, James Harden, he didn't go to any of the training camp. He hasn't been in any of the preseason games or anything like that.
Any of the practices.
Nothing. Straight up, bro. If I was Houston, they could fine him every day that he's not there. They could fine him.
They should, because
I would, bro.
Because they fined Allen Iverson for not going to practice whenever his friend died and he went to the funeral.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
And then the media paints him as a fucking devil for saying
out here
it's
talking about practice.
Yeah, and by the way, that clip was taken completely out of context.
It always is.
Because he was saying we're talking about practice. When my friend, if they let it play out, he said my friend just died, and you're talking to me about practice.
Yeah.
Like, let's shift the conversation to how I'm doing about that situation.
Something else.
But James Harden, who do you think he's going to get traded to?
I don't think he's going to.
You think he's staying?
Bro, I would keep Houston because, who are they going to give him to?
I have
who do you think?
I have three teams that I think. There's only three teams I think he is willing to go to in that.
Okay, well, he wants to go to the Bucks, the Sixers, or the Nets. He's not going to the Nets.
So I'll tell you what. Yeah, I'm about to say Nets, they're not going to get him because Houston's not giving him up and shouldn't give him up for role players. Like,
no,
you can't.
I would ask for Kyrie.
Because there is no example of that working. Mm-hmm. Whenever they trade a franchise player for role players, it never works. I don't know an example that has worked and they won a championship. So they're going to have to trade him to a team for a young franchise player.
Ron did it in Cleveland when Kyrie and Kevin Love got hurt. He only had role players.
Yeah, but they didn't trade for. No, I'm saying they didn't trade for role players. They didn't trade LeBron for role players.
But he won a championship with role players.
No, I'm not saying winning with role players because Miami almost did that this year. I'm saying trading.
They had Jimmy Butler though.
That's what I'm saying. He's the star and the rest of the role players. Mm-hmm. No, I'm saying you trading your franchise player for role players in that work. There's no example.
No.
Exactly. So they're going to trade him for a young star, a young franchise player. I think the only Brooklyn won't work because they're going to have to give up Kyrie or KD, and that's just not happening.
Well, KD wouldn't go anywhere. You don't give up KD.
And also, KD's not leaving New York. That's his city. The publicity he's going to get from being in New York is crazy.
He's a crybaby, bro.
Yeah.
Him and Kyrie. Yeah. They're both crybabies.
Yeah, they are, and I don't see that working either. But with James Harden, Philadelphia, my three teams I think are Philadelphia, Brooklyn. These are the only teams I think will go, give up something for him. Brooklyn and Warriors. Okay, he's not going to go to Brooklyn. We already discussed that. Philadelphia, I think, is the only place he will want to go, and they can get something. They trade Ben Simmons and a pick.
Mm-hmm.
I think they'll do that.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, and Ben Simmons is a young star. They can build a team around him in Houston. I think they might do that.
It would be nice to add Ben Simmons to Houston would be solid because you have John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins.
Exactly.
That's a great three right there.
So that might actually happen. And James Harden will for sure go to Philadelphia because they have a young star team. And the Philadelphia needs to make some sort of change to add another star because their young team is not doing it.
Embiid would need James Harden.
Yeah.
He would need him.
And that would be a team.
Because Embiid can't do it by himself.
Exactly.
Obviously, James Harden can't do it by himself either. So having Embiid might help.
And Ben Simmons is good, but I think getting out of that system, he might be better.
Bro, he's really, really good. Yeah. He has great handles. He's fucking athletic as shit. He can pass really, really well. He just can't shoot that well.
Yeah.
But when you go to Houston, DeMarcus Cousins can hit threes. John Wall can hit threes. You have other people in, what's his name? Dang. There's a couple of them that can hit threes on there.
But I think if that trade does happen, Houston's not a contender immediately, but in 4 years, I think they can build up to be something.
Right, for sure.
With Ben Simmons, they need James Harden out of there. That's for sure. Like, Lil B put a curse on James Harden, and he hasn't been able to do shit since.
If he's just not willing to trade or sacrifice his game, because you can't just play one-on-one ball. You're not going to be able to win a championship like that. You just can't.
Like, LeBron figured that out, too.
Well, he's always been like a pass-first player. He's always been a pass-first player.
When he first, he was. But when he was on Cleveland and he took them to the finals by himself, right? When he first got drafted, he also realized he needed a team to win finals.
Yeah, because he fucking took one of the worst teams.
Yeah,
that is one of the worst overall teams to go to an NBA's final.
Yeah, but the Warriors, I'll tell you why that won't work. Because James Harden's not going to want to go there if Klay's hurt. So he's not going there.
I mean, why though? That would be really smart. Like, because Klay's not there now. Now you can take Klay's role.
Because they're not a contender with just Steph, him, and it.
Maybe.
I don't think.
I don't think James Harden is as good as Klay Thompson at his prime. But it's gonna be. It's gonna be
Steph, Harden, and Draymond Green. I don't think that's doing it.
Yeah, it's
not.
But
LeBron,
I don't think
AD,
it's a solid three. No.
Yeah.
But I really can't wait to see. I hope Klay comes back like how he was after injuries.
Yeah.
2 years not being able to play, bro.
That's rough. That's like John Wall. You're gonna have to prove yourself now because we don't know where you're at anymore. But I don't see that happening. Also,
on opposite legs.
Yeah, but I think that would be a good trade for. I think that would be good for James Harden because I think the Warriors locker room could contain and actually stabilize his ego.
Bro, I would just be like,
I think that locker room would.
I would just be like, hey, are you ready to be like the leading 3-pointer? Like you're gonna have the most threes this year.
Yeah,
because we're gonna just run plays for you and spot you up. People are gonna be focused on Steph Curry.
Yeah, because the Warriors already kind of play like that.
Yeah, they do that for Steph.
Exactly. So that he might fit in that system well. The only thing is, it's like, are you willing to step into here and not be the guy? Because Steph is always going to be the guy.
Yeah, for sure.
And if Klay comes back, he's number 2. So you got to be willing to be number 3.
Possibly.
I mean, Draymond's not over him. So like you got to be willing to be 3 and not try to take control of the team. Yeah. Which I don't think Harden's willing to do, so he won't go there.
Yeah.
So I think the only team that
makes sense would be
Philadelphia, and that's the only team I think would be willing to give up one of their young stars for him.
Yeah.
Because who else is? Like, you're not going to give up Devin Booker from the Suns. Like,
no,
you're not going to give, like, no other team is going to give up their, like, the Boston's not going to give up their 2.
And then Houston wouldn't want anybody from the Bucks.
Exactly.
Because you're not going to give up Giannis, obviously.
Yeah. Well, Giannis is leaving, though.
Where do you think he's going to go?
I don't know. But I think he's leaving because, I mean, maybe he's not. But after he lost, he deleted, like the Bucks out of his bio and shit like that. Yeah, he deleted the Bucks out of his bio, changed his profile picture from him in a Bucks jersey to something else.
Dang.
Like, he did a lot of, like, shit that, like, was subliminal. Yeah, that he won't go back to the Bucks. But who knows? Maybe that
he's still
it was just in the moment. Yeah. Who knows? I mean,
it's because he fucking is like he can't do it by himself, bro. He gets knocked out of the playoffs. Like the playoffs is a different game. It's not regular season.
Yeah,
and I think it irritates me, bro. Like, why did Giannis even win MVP? Like, why? Did his team have the best record?
Because LeBron could get to the finals by himself.
Yeah,
Bro, you can't win MVP if you get swept donkey fucked in the finals. You know what I mean? You can't. And I'm sorry, but you can't win MVP without a jump shot in today's league.
I don't know. MVP is most valuable player, so who's the most valuable player to their team?
The commissioner, LeBron.
Exactly.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm agreeing. So I don't think Giannis is the most valuable player.
LeBron should have won 2 other MVPs that he didn't.
But also, it's kind of like LeBron could get it every year, so it's like, who wants to see LeBron get it every year?
I mean, he not necessarily.
Jimmy Butler could have got it over Giannis, in my opinion.
Was he even in the running?
I don't know. I don't think he was.
I think it was LeBron, Giannis, James Harden.
I just want Jimmy Butler to win all the awards because he went to Tyler Junior College, and that's lit.
That's fire.
Yeah, that's like up the street.
I think I knew that.
Yeah, but what else do we got?
Dude,
so you think Harden is staying in Houston?
I mean, if I was Houston, I don't know if yeah, Ben Simmons, that's a good, but I would want more than just Ben Simmons.
Well, I said Ben Simmons and a pick.
Yeah, you have to give me some sort of picks for sure. For sure.
I think they would, because like you add James Harden to the team, which I'm gonna be real, I don't think James Harden he would go to the East at that point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he would go to the East. And he might because he needs to get out of the West if he wants to have any shot.
For sure, I agree
because the West is too fucking loaded.
It is fat loaded.
Yeah, I don't think Houston's beating the Mavericks right now.
Oh no. The Mavericks are nice, bro.
Yeah,
they're really good. They are like one solid role player away from being a contender. But I think they do need to get rid of Porzingis and use him as some sort of trade option to get, somebody else to help Luka.
Yeah, and also
we do need a big person though, like a 2-way big. That would be nice.
You see that one dude that y'all's 5? I saw like a Twitter video of him shooting a 3.
Bro, he'll
fucking drain the motherfuckers.
Yeah, and he'll just stand there and grab rim flat-footed.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He's a beast. Boban.
Yeah.
He's a beast.
Boban?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. He's got a T named after him. But, also, Harden can't go to the Mavs because they're not giving up Luka. Like, Houston wants one of your stars.
Yeah, you would have... I'm giving up a star.
I'm giving up possibly one of the best scorers of all time.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Yeah, I need a lot.
He's definitely one of the one of the best scorers in NBA history.
But I don't think anywhere Harden goes, I don't think they're going to... I mean, maybe in the East he can. Maybe with Philly he can. But the only thing I'm concerned about with him going to Philly is the fact that he's going to be around a young team and he's going to have a huge influence over that locker room. I mean, they're not so young anymore. They're like sophomores.
I just think if he were to go there and understand that, like, okay, I am going to be the guy still here, but I understand that I also need to change my game a little bit and get my players involved more than what I do. So, because, like, when you play when you play James Harden and he's playing the way that he plays, if you can... Anybody else can score. As long as we don't let James Harden go off, they can't beat me.
Yeah, exactly.
Because even if every other player plays their role and plays good, James Harden doesn't score his usual game. And then they're not going to score like they usually score.
Yeah, because they got to pretty much hand the ball over to James Harden for him to score like he usually scores.
Exactly.
Also, the refs need to tighten up the calls on that motherfucker.
Dude, that's crazy. The referees need to just, like... Dude, basketball.
Put the whistle down.
Basketball just needs to be for a legit game. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's a foul, it's a foul. If it's not a foul, it's not a foul.
Bro, it's a
foul. They call like little touch fouls
every play.
And I think if you flop, bro, like if you're flopped and it's reviewed and you should get fined for it or something, bro. Like, players don't need to be flopping around.
Yeah, we need to turn this...
Because you'll watch players flop around and literally they won't even get touched. And they're like, oh, and like fall to the ground. You're like, dude, we watched the replay. His hand was this far from you.
And what's crazy is...
He didn't even fucking touch you.
What's crazy is they implemented a replay.
Oh, the cat was up on the window.
They implemented the replay, right? So they know
if it's a flop or not.
Exactly.
And I also think that if they call a foul... and they see that it was a flop, they could reverse the call. I think that should for sure be a thing. I don't know if it is or not because they do have replays and stuff, but I'm not entirely sure.
Like in the NFL, they can pick up a flag.
Can you?
Yeah.
You can yeah.
You can pick up a flag.
It can be reviewed and then
not even just reviewed. Like they'll get in the huddle and be like, hey, no, it wasn't that.
Yeah, for sure. But
No
that's
foul.
what I mean by review it. Like
exactly.
you get over, like then you can also review it in more depth, as in like go to the computer. I guess I could have reworded it, but yeah. Did you hear about the Kyrie and the KD podcast about what Kyrie said? He was like, "This is the first time I've played with somebody, or that I'm gonna be playing with somebody that I can look at them and know that I can give them the ball at the end of the game and know that they're gonna make that shot."
Who's that a shot against?
Who do you think?
LeBron?
Has to be. Who else has he played with?
J.R. Smith?
Who else has he played with, though? You could count J.R. Smith, but, like, obviously you're not going to trust J.R. unless it's, like, the third quarter buzzer.
Yeah.
Or, like, going into halftime or at the end of the first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
This is the only time you give him the ball at the end. Yeah, other than that,
let him play D.
You don't give him the ball at the end of the game.
Yeah, also they made like weed not a big deal in the NBA anymore.
Yeah,
I think like they don't test for it anymore.
Yeah.
So JR is litty
He's
right
like,
now.
Hey!
Yeah, he's not hiding it no more.
But yeah,
got
no.
pounds in the
But
trunk.
for real, so like legitimately, like who has he played with? Like he played with LeBron. Like before LeBron went to Cleveland, he didn't play with anybody really. So okay, I get that.
Yeah.
Then you play with LeBron, and obviously that's. Okay.
I think Kyrie is so salty against LeBron because he came back and took his city. He took his city back.
Yeah.
And Kyrie
he wanted to be the guy at Cleveland.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So then he goes to Boston, and Boston plays better without him. Now he's going to Brooklyn, and he hasn't played yet in Brooklyn. So the only player that he could legitimately be talking about is LeBron. And then he gets mad when all the media and everybody, they're like saying like what we're saying, that it's a shot at LeBron. And he's like, y'all are taking it out of context. Y'all always take it out of context. That's not what I said, blah, blah. It's like, well, what did you mean then?
Yeah, well, he didn't say what he meant? Yeah.
No, he didn't explain it. And now he came out with a letter to the NBA or the media, and he was like not talking to the media. He was like, I don't talk to pawns. He got fined $20,000. You know what? He can get fined $20,000 for not talking, and then it'll be like $40,000, and then it's $100,000, and I think it repeats at $100,000 until like he starts talking to the media.
Because it's in your contract that you have to speak to the media,
Yeah.
right? And the only way around that is to pull a what's his name?
Marshawn Lynch.
Marshawn Lynch.
Y'all know why I'm here.
Yeah, I'm here so I don't get fined.
I'm here so I don't get fined. Y'all know why I'm here.
I'm here so I don't get fined. Marshawn don't want to get fined, so that's why I'm here.
Yeah, but I'm.
No, it's for sure a shot at LeBron, and that makes no sense because LeBron takes over games whenever he wants, does whatever he wants. So I don't understand that.
LeBron has. He's one of. He has. How do I phrase this? So he's one of the top 10 players for the. I think he's actually in the top 5 for the most buzzer beaters in like the last 18 seconds of a playoff game.
Yeah.
I think he has like 18.
Well, any stats you pull up is going to straight contradict anything he says.
Yeah, for sure.
Plus, you can't go after a player who is obviously way better than you.
Dude, it's ridiculous.
And a player who...
LeBron even came out and said on a podcast that he was like, it kind of hurt me, you know what I'm saying? He was like, man, he even said, I wanted Kyrie to be the MVP of the league. You know what I mean? Like, I believed in him, like that young kid that, like, I trusted him. I wanted him to be the best. Like, I wanted to, like, show him the kind of the way, essentially, and just, like, let him know, like, how good he is.
The way you just worded it, LeBron worded it like that?
I'm not, like, word for word, but, like, pretty similar.
Like that?
Pretty similar.
LeBron sunned the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
I believed in that kid. I took him under my...
Well, because he was a kid at that time. He was young. He was like, what, second or third year in the league or something like that?
I took him under my wing, showed him the ropes, and now he's dissing me. What the fuck?
See, but that's not what he was saying. He was like, he's not like, I showed him the ropes.
I know.
What he is today is because of me.
I wish he would have said that.
He gave Kyrie his props. He was like, I saw this young kid and saw that he could do things with the basketball that I've never seen before. Like, that's actually what he said.
Yeah, and his commercials are incredibly creative. So, those are amazing. Better than my Sprite commercials.
Speaking of the commercials, he said that when Nike wanted to give Kyrie like a deal and give him a shoe, they asked LeBron, like, his opinion. Like, straight up, he says this. He was like, Nike, like, my guy at Nike, like the guy that he collabs with, like when he makes his shoes, LeBron's. He was like, my guy at Nike came to me, and they were like, they asked my opinion on Kyrie, like if he would sign him for a shoe, and LeBron was like, I for sure would, because this kid is gonna be something different. Like he can do things with the basketball that I've never been able to see before. Not like kids are gonna love him. That's what he said. Yeah. Like kids are gonna love him. They're gonna be able to get behind Kyrie. And yes, I would for sure sign him.
I mean, his first shoe was kind of whack.
Yeah, but they're all been roughly the same, pretty much. But I mean, they are good shoes. They're so lightweight. Yeah. I had a pair of Kyrie's. I think the 3s. Yeah. Super lightweight, bro.
Shout out to LeBron for allowing that, because if he doesn't allow that, we don't get the SpongeBob collab with his shoe, and those were pretty dope.
Those are pretty cool.
Yeah, but Kyrie, that's probably why he's pissed, because he's like, yo, as soon as this motherfucker got on my team, which I didn't approve, everything's going through him about my fucking career.
Yeah, but shit, not
you can be salty, but me, I would be appreciative. Yeah, because it's like I got a Nike contract. If he was saying no and blocking opportunities for Kyrie, then I would be pissed.
Yeah, for sure that, and I don't think LeBron would ever do that. I don't think he's that type of person to like.
Maybe now.
No, I don't think he is, because he wants to empower, like the African American community. Like he's really
he opened up a whole school and gave them scooty bikes.
Like he's really about that, you know what I mean? Like he wants like more black executives and GMs in the NBA. Like so, like any way that he can help empower his community, he's gonna do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't see him ever dissing on not only just that, obviously, because like an African American community, but like anybody in the NBA, he would be willing to help.
You think?
I wholeheartedly believe that.
You think LeBron, when he gets out of the league, he's one of like
I think gonna own a team.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. You think he's gonna be like the majority owner though? Because like I know Jay-Z is integrated in the Nets, but I think he's like barely.
Doesn't Michael Jordan? He's the only player to own a basketball team.
But I don't even think he owns the majority share.
Think so?
I think he owns like 20% of it.
Oh, really? I thought he was the owner of it.
He's one of the owners. I think. Babe, I'm not sure.
We need you to look that up real quick.
Does Michael Jordan?
I would just I would look up like the owner of the Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah. I think he's one of them. I don't think he's a majority. Like, and I know Jay-Z is heavily involved with the Brooklyn Nets, but I don't think he's like a big owner.
Not.
Yeah,
So I mean, he owns a pretty chunky percentage, but
Michael Jordan. Just Michael Jordan?
Is he like the pure, like the sole owner?
Is he like Mark Cuban?
Okay, yeah. Google that. Is Michael Jordan the sole owner of the Hornets?
Yeah, but what's so crazy about owning a basketball team?
He is majority owner of the team.
Okay, so Michael Jordan's first. That's dope. So he might be second.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. Well, because they always say that the NBA owners is like a boys' club, and it's incredibly hard, and they always like it's rare for African American.
Well, it's because it gets passed down through the families, and if you think about it, when were teams like owned and everything? It was back in the day when it was all white people, majority white people, you know what I mean? So if it's just getting passed down through the family over time, and other people have to buy it, that's really your only option, is to completely buy it from somebody if they're willing.
Yeah, Mark Cuban bought the Mavs for like incredibly cheap.
And they're worth a shit ton now.
They're like one of the most heavily marketed teams that I see.
It's because of him, bro. He goes hard.
Mark Cuban's insane.
He's a genius.
When you go into Shark Tank, I'm staring him in the eyes and talking directly to Mark. He's like, you know what I mean? Like, the owner of FUBU, it's like, yeah, you had your wave. But Mark is doing shit out here, man.
Bro. He goes hard.
He's multi-billionaire. He's approaching the trillionaire status, I feel like.
Go to the gas station.
For what?
To get a snack.
You gonna give me something? Okay, I was gonna say, you just gonna go to the gas station and not get me a snack? That's messed up.
But, shit, how long have we been